So here's Trader Jan again on the 7th of November. I made a mistake yesterday. I thought yesterday was 7th already, so all my videos were named 7th of November, but I renamed them now to 6th of November. So today we are really in the 7th of November, and we are here at our market analysis and trading preparation for this day. So first things first, we're gonna do as usual, we're gonna go to our daily chart and we're gonna see how it's gonna look like. So we have our days here. I think I should better switch those indicators off so we have no distractions. So the day of yesterday was this one here. Oh, no, that was the day of yesterday is this one. This one here, since we have already at 4:30 Chicago time, we have already, we actually came back we from the low from yesterday, then we went up during the Asia session for about 150 ticks, and now we are kind of on the way down again. So theme of the day, probably, let me check, let me guess. Theme of the day could be short. Today is Friday, probably more range day as usual. But let's see. So then another important thing we should look at is, do we have any times on the day today where we should be very careful with trading, except for the beginning of the day and the opening on America? But now if I look at the economic calendar for today, this is the local time where I am. I'm sitting in Asia, in Bali, Indonesia. So we have 2-star ratings here, no 3-star news. Inflation expectations, those gonna be at 9 o'clock. No, that is actually GMT -6. This is not my local time. This is the time in Chicago. Good. So we have at Chicago time 9 o'clock in the morning, so right after the opening, we got some news. So right after the opening, and then and inflation expectations. Yeah, those are nowadays pretty high in demand. If you look at the news yesterday, there were actually not really big news, but if you look at the charts, yesterday was a red day. So then from that perspective here, it looks like that if we check it here, we went straight up from the closing here. We might want to move this little bugger here, maybe more downwards, at least from this chart's perspective. So let's move on to the 1-hour chart. I always do top down, 1 hour at the daily charts, 1-hour chart, and then the 50 minutes chart, and the trading is actually on the 1500 tick chart for the ES at least. So looking at our volume profiles, looking at the finish of yesterday, and what happened here? Da, 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 da. I would actually say that this one here is much more self-speaking, very high demand here. Yep. And I would go until here and from that one here. So the day of yesterday, did it bring any change of my areas here? So this one here is okay, that one is okay. Here, this one is a bit off the charts. We need to update it, even though this one was here. It's kind of an, this one and this one, yeah. But I prefer to put it here where the value areas and here where the market actually reacted here and reacted here as well quite strongly. So this one would be my area for today. Since we are coming, I'm not sure how much time we're gonna spend in investigating the upper part here. It's a low likelihood that the market gonna jump up there. But if the market comes back, would I let it just slip over here? Probably not. Let me put that's the right one here. Then here, this one here, not necessarily, maybe more towards here, because here there's a lot of, let's align it a little. With learning from yesterday's trading wars, I should trust my market analysis. Now then, let's go. So, do I take this one here? Or do I take that one? I take this one. So, then here we have some nice little hiccups here. I would adapt them slightly. Here we got quite straightforward. The last moves of the market are always a bit more, let's say, a bit more self-speaking. Here I would rather go a bit into that area, even though there was not much volume. Next, the day before there was the Bock here, and here sure do I take that one? How far is it? 36? No. I want to take that one here, which was at the first. I take this high volume note here because there was a reaction on the days before as well. And I'm gonna take this and that one as well. Here there's a something is fishy here. Such a high volume. Those two areas here. Whoa, look at this high volume, especially here when it's going down. So is it actually here again? Let me leave that one there. So those are the areas where we expect a reaction from the market, right? So not a given, but likelihoods. We talk about, we trade likelihoods. We crazy traders. We don't trade certainties. let's say. We can't. We can't trade certainties. We want to trade, but we can't trade certainties. So, so that is for today for the H1. Let's refine it a little on the M15. So M15, and this is already today, right? So I need to be a bit careful. But this is the Asia session. Let's have our magic session color here. So we are now in the European session. This one is the Asia session. So it went up and down and then up and now kind of downish, upish again. Looking at the locations, wow, pretty happy. This one here, spot on, spot on. I just created them because I included current day, so I can cheat myself as well. So, but it looks kind of okay-ish, right? Here, if we go down here, I don't load that charts from those many days because it just makes my computer a bit slower and I like it being high performant. So we have a lot of wiggle room. 500 ticks should be enough for a Friday. And we have some time. Yeah. So I think we have enough ranges. Today is more short than long and might be just even ranging, but 150 tick range, not bad. Let's go to our 900 tick chart. So we have today here, we got everything covered. We have our market speed. Ah, there it is. We got our market footprint. Got our demand index. We got our delta. And we got our cumulative delta. Cumulative delta shows us no Bock today. So let me shortly, that's part of my market preparation as well. Yeah, I'm gonna lock all of them and I'm gonna hide them all because these bars here, oh yes, they pretty much define the range. Interesting because these bars here, they are painted on the, they're drawn on the chart based on an indicator. Well, not an indicator in the sense of I want to calculate the average of the last 3 candles and I take this value from that candle. Now, those indicators are based on my own market footprint indicator, which is here. which actually looks back into the market and then tries to identify specifics or abnormalities in the market. Extreme candles with extreme volume, with extreme speed. Here at the moment, those are then fits where there was extreme delta per second on that candle in average. So if I take volume, all changes once you have like delta per candle, that only takes candles at a certain value. So it's very, this one here, speed focused, and it has an imbalance filter in there as well. And sure, opacity wise. So the red color means actually here, if I did till delta colors, it means the delta was red, and that's candle. So it was more aggressive sellers than aggressive buyers. I can, yeah. So those two areas I actually gonna watch specifically. And I'm gonna mark them with here. So the way I trade is I'm waiting for my alerts to go off. And then I'm gonna see what's happening. So this actually concludes my assessment for the day for the market analysis and the trading preparation for today, the 7th of November. And I'm gonna switch on the recording again once I see a tradable setup. I see something which is interesting according to my analysis. Mainly gonna trade shorts today. So in case the market breaks through here and it's gonna go back to this area here, and then I want to trade short, or it's gonna go above this area here. Let me check my locations, because it's all about locations, 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 right? I'm gonna remove my market footprint, which is actually, if I look at those, this one here is somewhere off, but it's not too far off. So here, currently in a nice price action here. So imagine this one is like 27 ticks. So we are in the Asia, we're on the European times. Yeah. Okay, so let me stop the recording here, and I'm gonna switch on again once I'm ready to trade.